3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First play's a run with Nwangu, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On play action, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Another run now for Nwangu. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. handoff, and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Out of the gun. Goff. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Lions at 5-7 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Goff finding Hockenson there for the Lion first. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Shark's got it left side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Romeo Okwara. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. A little juke. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This is taken at the 18. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Drive will start with Nwangu. And some room to run now. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Minnesota. Give him 55 yards on the ground. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action. Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Play fake. Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. A final shot before break here. Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Defense has always talked about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing on third. Goff. He's got a man. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Now gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action now, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Cousins to throw it. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 136 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Goff now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. This is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Down inside the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Give left side here for Nwangu. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But a
touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. It's too much to handle on. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. On first down, it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 148 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Right back to him on first down. And he's got room. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On the give is Nwangu. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed.